Hey friends, have you ever wondered how a tiny, clever fox could save a huge, gentle elephant trapped in danger? Today's story will amaze you. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss another incredible story. Now let's dive into the magical tale of the clever fox and the gentle elephant. In the heart of a lush green jungle, where sunlight barely pierced through the thick canopy, lived a variety of animals, each with its own unique habits and ways of life. But among all the creatures, two stood out the most: a small, clever fox named Spark and a large, gentle elephant named Gagan. Spark was no ordinary fox. Though tiny in size, her eyes shone with intelligence and mischief. She was quick-witted, observant, and had a knack for solving problems that even the strongest animals could not. But her small stature often led others to underestimate her. She spent her days exploring hidden paths, gathering berries, and quietly observing the jungle, waiting for the perfect moment to help others. Gagan, on the other hand, was a giant of an elephant. His sheer size commanded respect, and his strength was unmatched. Yet despite his imposing figure, Gagan was gentle-hearted, kind, and somewhat naive. He often wandered through the jungle, curious and playful, oblivious to the subtle dangers around him. One day, after days of relentless rain, the jungle's rivers swelled with muddy water. All the animals took shelter, hiding from the storm. But Gagan, thirsty and unaware of the danger, made his way to the riverbank to drink. As he stepped onto the muddy shore, his foot sank deep into the sticky, thick mud. He struggled, trumpeting loudly, but the mud's suction pulled him deeper with every movement. Spark, hiding behind a dense bush, saw everything unfold. She knew immediately that if Gagan got trapped, none of the other animals could help him. They were too afraid of the deep mud. Thinking quickly, Spark devised a plan. She darted through the jungle, calling out to all the smaller animals. "We must help Gagan! Alone he cannot escape, but together we can save him!" she shouted. Rabbits, monkeys, birds, and even some cautious deer gathered around her. Spark instructed each animal according to their abilities. Some dug around the mud to make a firmer ground, others brought long vines and sticks to pull Gagan out, and a few made noise to calm him down, assuring him that help was on the way. With Spark's guidance, the animals worked tirelessly. Using the vines, sticks, and teamwork, they managed to pull Gagan out of the mud. He stumbled onto firmer ground, trembling but safe. His eyes filled with gratitude and surprise. "Thank you, Spark. I never thought you could help me," Gagan said, his deep voice filled with emotion. Spark smiled and replied, "It wasn't just me, Gagan. It was all of us working together. Size and strength don't matter when hearts and minds unite." From that day on, Gagan and Spark became inseparable. The jungle animals were amazed at their unlikely friendship. A tiny fox and a giant elephant, bound together by trust and courage. Gagan learned to respect the small and clever, while Spark gained a loyal and powerful friend to protect the jungle alongside her. Weeks later, the jungle faced another challenge. Humans had arrived at the edge of the forest, cutting down trees for their own gain. The peaceful jungle was in danger. Fear spread among the animals. Gagan called a meeting and all the animals gathered. "We must protect our home," Gagan said. "We have strength, but we need strategy. Spark, can you lead?" Spark nodded confidently. "Yes, each of us will use our unique skills. We will stop the humans without harming them, and we will save our home." Spark's plan was ingenious. Birds flew overhead, distracting the humans with loud squawks. Monkeys caused chaos by pulling ropes and tipping over tools. Even small insects worked to disrupt machinery. Gagan and the larger animals blocked paths and gently pushed the humans away from the critical areas. Together, they executed the plan perfectly. The humans, frustrated and confused, eventually left the jungle, unable to cut a single tree. After the humans left, Gagan looked at Spark and said, "You see, Even the smallest creatures can make the biggest difference. Your intelligence saved not just me, but our entire home." Spark smiled softly. "And your strength kept everyone safe. Together we are unstoppable." From that day onward, Spark and Gagan's story became legendary in the jungle. Every new animal that arrived learned of their courage, intelligence, and the power of friendship. The jungle thrived, not just because of strength, but because of teamwork, trust, and the knowledge that even the smallest creature can change the world. And so the clever fox and the gentle elephant lived happily, teaching the jungle animals that true power lies not in size or strength, but in heart, mind, and unity.